Hello everyone, I'm Kevin Hand.
And I'm Kaido409. We were having some fun off screen talking about, like, random shit.
Yes. But we're back to Danganronpa, and we're gonna do the class trial. So, is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah. Toko's not here. Toko is... You really don't remember? Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
Oh man.
Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. Do.
And just like that, he said. And just like he said, a few minutes later, we appear dragging Toko behind them.
Oh, they didn't have an image for that?
It's like, why is there no image for this?
I would have loved
draw that.
I would have loved to see that. I'll
now.
try. Yes, right now. I'll stop the recording. Anyways, it's your line.
Yes.
Sort of.
I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible! You're terrible!
Whew, so now everyone's here, right?
Don't you mean Terra Bear? Woo!
Oh, come on, girl. That was bad, even for my standards. I'm kidding. Okay, then. Hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road.
I can't do that voice.
I'll see you guys down there.
I'm sorry for poisoning your ears with that.
Yes. It's okay. So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Oh, you full of shit. You know exactly who did it.
Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made a choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here.
Alright, talk to everybody. Hero! Let's go. You ready? We doing this? Okay, you're in enlightenment as always. I will uncover the villain who performed such a heinous act on a weaker individual. I don't know exactly what they did, but I'm sure it'll work itself out. Justice always prevails, right, bro? Oh, let's talk to bro then.
Hey, come on.
Fucking Toko, man.
Okay.
What's gotten her so worked up? Okay, now we'll talk to the one you were on, probably.
Shall we go? Shall we begin?
Okay, that's all you have to say. We'll save the best for last, by the way. Here.
Miss Fujisaki, I must admit, for her being 3D, she was quite remarkable.
I didn't even see him back there.
Just the idea of 3D makes me cringe.
Just the idea of you makes me cringe.
Team Go Squad! There's something odd about Toko's behavior. I do not think mere shock is enough to explain it.
Alright, Hina first.
Oh, Hina, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I wasn't much help at all on this one.
You're doing alright. I give you plenty to work with, so show us how far your logic can take you. Oh! Damn it, I misclicked.
Oh, you clicked on the elevator?
Yeah, can you still read her dialogue for me?
It's okay, because she just screamed. It's fine.
Oh.
She did it in the but like voice acting anyway.
Oh, okay.
We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
Wait, what happened?
No, the
yes.
elevator. There you go.
I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep
I like blacked
breath,
out for a minute. I didn't see the Makoto line.
It's okay.
I walked towards the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator door began to descend. Couldn't get a handle on my emotions. Couldn't stop speculating. Yeah, man, I feel the same way.
I was just literally the same graphic, but with the other characters edited out.
Yes.
Lol.
The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. It went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however. I continued to descend without hesitation. I didn't know how an elevator would hesitate, but then finally, it came to a sudden stop.
What do you think? I redecorate it. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good, good. You're raring to go. I gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all. Okay then, let's get this show on the road. Everyone, please find your... Yes, me? Please find your assigned seats.
And so, the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. A deadly class trial.
Alright, let's go!
Alrighty. So let's save over the first save that we had. And let's get going here. Open e-handbook. Actually no, we don't have to look at the polls. I know basically what we all have.
That's the skills.
Actually, let me just look through the skills. So the file, Sakura's account, locker room dumbbell, Mana's account, current reader handbook, broken e-handbook, Genocide Jack file, and booth locker room poster, Chihiro's e-handbook, status of the dead body, the spirit stain, library desk lamp, and Celeste's account. Righto. Let's go for... Oh. Let's set skills. Lost in Thought. Increases the time limit for each phase. Ooh, okay.
So yeah, I thought that was pretty useful.
That's pretty good. Vocabulary. Increases bullet capacity. Effective during bullet time battle. I can't really have that on because that's one too many. Is that all I have? That is all I have. Alright. Can't really go with that one then. Let's just finish our prep. All rise!
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
Well, you seem awfully joyful about this. First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Pretty clear.
Easy.
What? Oh, I like how hers is lower as well. Like they're literally in the same height. So.
Yes.
Okay, so it's probably the dumbbell, but.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
That is correct.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
Oh, not?
Yeah, I picked Taka's one too. It's not correct,
Oh.
apparently.
Oh, I guess it wasn't a contradiction, but
Chihiro's fatal injury.
It appears it was...
According to the Monokuma
speeding up is fun.
kind of blunt
I know,
was
right?
an iron pipe. Interesting.
I fucking missed!
I missed it too.
Okay.
It appears it was...
It appears!
What kind of
That's pretty great.
She sounds like a
was an
witch.
iron pipe.
No, it's wrong.
Where'd you get that pipe from, man? Also, did I miss see last time, or did the hearts refill?
They refill when you get it correct.
Found at the scene of
Where
the
did he
crime?
get the pipe?
It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one. You looked at her head wound?
Yes! That's so creepy!
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
Well, yeah.
For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
I wonder who he's directly pointing at right now. I wonder.
Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer? Did he really kill Chihiro? New element.
A new element! Hey! A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yeah, probably. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. But there's a way to keep the white noise from getting in your way. Press the right mouse button to attach a silencer, which you can shoot the white noise. Wait, you use to shoot the white noise. Okay. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the charm limit will decrease. So take careful aim when you have your silencer out. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In which case, you forget about the silencer and just focus on your situation in front of you. I think we have normal, right?
No, you have hard, I have normal.
No, I have the logic on hard, but I have the action.
Oh yeah,
normal,
then you're just gonna have like normal amounts of white noise.
Okay. Well then, good luck and have fun. This is a case file library, desk lamp, block on doorbell.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
That's right.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Yeah! Just barely managed to get the right one. I almost shot the noise, but also it's more like purple noise, honestly.
Yeah, no, the noise keeps getting in my way of Hina's line. It's annoying me.
Yeah.
What? I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library.
Hopefully you can catch up, no problem.
I guess it's some
I
kind
got
of
it.
confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Fuck you! Oh, like, and of course you're intensifying as you say that. I bet you're intensifying down there.
It's actually
Lust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Genocide. You know, the characteristic of the Genocide Cat case the world largely doesn't know about is how the victim was positioned.
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this, when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
What is with her eyes, by the way? I still can't get over that. For some reason, it really freaks me out.
Yeah, me
There's
too.
only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
Okay, just be blunt about it.
Yeah, he's
Genocide
he's
Jack's
right out
true
there with it.
identity is Toko Fukawa.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle? Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
It doesn't seem like a riddle in a way, but I feel like I can just about see it. Genocide Jack is Toko, but isn't Toko? What does it mean?
Oh yeah, this Hangman's Gambit. Yeah.
No, Chez. Wait, what? Oh, right, these are a thing. miss? Oh. Oh, it's schizo, I see.
Even though schizophrenia has nothing to do with dissociative identity disorder, it's just a translation error.
Alright, just the O. There it is. O. There we go. I totally forgot that. I forgot that those were even a thing. So I'm like, wait, what's happening here?
Because Genocide Jack.
But yeah, I read on the TV shows page for this that apparently the schizo thing there, like, really, like, took some people for a loop. They had no idea what the word was supposed to be because schizophrenia and split personality are not the same thing.
Yeah, but I can see why they would be confused on a basic level, though. So
Yeah.
I figured what's that.
So I'm happy you got it and you didn't get like a game
somewhere
over
in
or
the
something.
file too.
Yes.
They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable.
Okay.
Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
The one thing that showed Toko have a split personality has to do with her behavior.
Her behavior changed, I assume.
You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
Whenever you're at the flashback, it's your line.
Oh, okay. I'm fine! Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead?
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted.
Ooh, the front and the back, top ending and the bottom, see if truth in the web of lies.
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Can I remove that from between the dead bodies?
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Probably. She basically said that.
Are you at the flashback?
Yes.
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story.
Oh boy.
She said a murderous fiend lived within
What a
her,
dick, though.
and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Oh my god.
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
I'm sorry. I couldn't...
Oh wait, I wasn't there yet.
Fuck.
You were slightly ahead of me.
I just broke my mouse by doing stupid...
Whatever you did. Okay, there we go.
Yes. I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise.
I was getting
But
into the
don't
flashback, so...
worry. Never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
Oh.
That's the only reason, I promise!
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that.
God.
But you weren't able to.
Does he have to rub it
You
in?
just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
God. Also, I like how everybody else is just standing by and not saying anything.
I swear I tried to control it,
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
Person? You don't mean...
Quick, say his name 3 times, it'll come out.
Toko's body suddenly launched backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second...
Oh?
Hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
Oh? I could have changed the name because it makes more sense that way, but alright.
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
I was thinking that too.
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
So intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack? This is beyond insane!
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
I'm Jack, but I'm also Jill! Okay, no.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid! And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
But it seems all too easy, doesn't
There's
it?
clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
But
Aha.
I cannot imagine
Well, that's
anyone other than you could murder someone in
getting
such
interesting
a
then.
bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. Like she said, I need to get more details about all of this.
Alright, let's see what we got. Make your arguments! Desk lamp, stands of that body, disappearing stain. Ooh. Alright.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say us to believe it.
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
I don't know what this is, anyways.
Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need?
Oh. Wait, what's that? The one?
Give it up. You killed her.
Okay, that was the one then. Okay.
Sorry, but you say that. But perhaps if you had
God, her sped up voice is really funny.
I know, right?
What more proof?
I missed?
Give it up. You
He can dodge?
Sorry, but you say that. Perhaps if you had an alibi, huh?
When you compare your past murders to the modus operandi matches.
Completely. Yeah, no. There was a distinct lack of scissors.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Well, at least you take some pride in it.
Phrase that in a way that really makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the models.
The victim's fatal injury.
For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
It's a good thing I took note of that then, because that wasn't outright
But
mentioned, I
Chihiro
think.
died from a blow to
Yeah,
the
no.
head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
Are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
Second difference relating to how the body was supported was
What was used to suspend her, because it wasn't the scissors, it was literally...
What the killer used
An extension
to
cord.
suspend?
Yes.
They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend her.
She carries an insane amount of scissors with her wherever she goes then. That's the real disturbing part.
Razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I use my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case.
They were all dudes?
There's
Yes.
a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
But if Chihiro secretly was a dude, then...
Figure that out.
Not kidding.
And it'll explain his death, why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Oh. You had to explain to me the other day what that meant, but now I know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what a lolly is, because I
Yes.
was like, yeah, we were talking about Fire Emblem.
Yes.
let's see. There's a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit in? Fit in? I think I would have figured it out.
She was a girl. She was her lover.
Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo, bullseye, right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Genhwaya 42, Tetsuhiro Honda 17, Shoji Gaku 23, Kano Ise 14, Takeshi Yoshida 30. Bunch of other Japanese names, there was no end to it.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I killed with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the movie side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
He's like, oh, you used my trigger word.
I would not kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
That is a really good point.
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell? Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Which seems unlikely because they all had a sewing kit, which I assume included scissors.
Scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Well then.
Did you get to the graphic?
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed that, but there was like some markings on her thigh. Like there's like like her skirt was kind of it's not a spoiler. Her skirt was lifted up just barely so you could see it. This crazy bitch, after she kills someone, she tally marks it on her thigh. Like,
oh shit!
With the scissors. Yeah.
How many fucking ones were there then? Because that's a lot then. If
I forget how many.
That's right. So I can go anywhere, anytime. Why would I?
But yeah, they're on her thigh and you can't see them because of a really long skirt.
Jeez, no, I didn't pay attention to that. But oh my god.
Yeah, like I was paying attention to see if it was in the graphic just there, and it was.
Okay, I'll have to go back later and look. But yeah.
Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you? Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
That's an interesting take on having a literal murderer, having them not be the killer. So.
Yeah.
Nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal, and not some copycat killer or whatever.
There is one person, and one person who could copy Genocide Jack's cases. Select someone. Oh yeah, I know who you are. Draw your last pathetic card, Kaiba.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then, the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
I guess Celeste's still doing her pose there, off the side.
When would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
in the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed, wouldn't you agree?
Huh? Suspicious?
It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I'm actually a girl.
Out of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Oh, I just realized something. She might still be in on this. That's where the bag went. While he took everybody else into the boys' room, and everybody was gathered there already, she came in late, so she could have gone into the boys' room using Leon's thing.
Yeah.
And then take the bag, get rid of it, and then come back.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
Oh, I will.
The clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone.
A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Sure. We're going to add something called
True flashback.
Oh. I'm supposed to read the plank before. If you aim at the weak spot and hold down the left mouse button, gotta remember which one's left, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change a truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer or lie a contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it may be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When it's best time to flashback, well, you just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case, though, I'll say that if you don't have to use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Welcome with foul 2.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room...
You absolutely take it!
Got to make it feel me.
Natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So, of course, I would suggest we check the girls' locker
wait.
room first.
There was no time. What's so
Wait.
Wish you'd taken me with you.
Okay. Now I got it.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before...
Yeah, I thought too hard about it.
He was acting
Oh, shit. It was the other one. Shit, fuck. No, I went through the lines first.
The victim. So, of course, I would. There was no time. What's so strange?
Because he talked himself into a hole. I see it now. Okay, if I don't press the wrong button.
Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Before we found the body, there we go.
If you're presented with the opportunity, that's a natural.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a... So, of course...
Oh, come on! I missed!
The girls, there was no time. What's so strange? Wish you'd taken me with you.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was
Okay, go on.
acting...
Also, I like how the timer speeds up too. I didn't notice that before.
The victim was Chihiro.
Yeah!
No, it's wrong.
I gotcha! You couldn't know she was the victim
What's so strange about that?
if you didn't know beforehand.
Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak. Huh? What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that.
Evidence is everything in this courtroom, Mr. Wright.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like he has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The differences between this case and the other Genocide Jack models. The evidence that proves Bianca is responsible is hidden in there? What could it be? Ooh, this is gonna be a tricky one, I feel. Every death lamps also counts. Disappearing stain. It's probably gonna be stain.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about
No,
that
something with
rope.
the rope, probably.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life. Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden away somewhere.
Okay, so either it's the...
What? The difference? You want me to explain it when I want to kill? I use those
yeah,
same
yeah.
scissors.
But Chihiro was suspended with some kind of rope.
That's right! It absolutely...
Then there must be something very...
Hey, Byakuya,
Okay.
Never seen that rope before.
No, Chip!
Obviously,
Fuck.
somebody else must have had it hidden away somewhere.
I shot the thing. The white noise.
You want me to explain
Pink noise.
when I want to kill? And I use those same scissors.
But Chihiro was
Yeah, yeah, you just ramble on there.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
There we go.
No, that's wrong. Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
I'm getting extension right now.
You've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
Well, I'm still not sure about the girls' locker room aspect, but...
He's doing it again. He's totally calm. Totally unconcerned. He's not even involved. Wait. Not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling us a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Did he involve somebody else?
We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Everything?
Wait. What's that just now? Something's not white. Bianca's wrong right now. There's something that's bothering me.
Genocide Jack's presence. Scene of the crime. Wait, shit, I didn't pay attention. Scene of the crime.
God! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right?
Okay, I was right.
But are you sure about that?
Oh,
Isn't
okay.
it
Fair
possible
enough.
that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that.
I think there is.
The scene of the crime have been anywhere else.
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
Yeah.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
Oh, you bet I do, you little bastard. Also, are you still there? I don't think she is. she was getting food during this recording, so, or near the end, so that might be why she's missing now. Hey Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene. Byakuya, who'd been so confident up until now. Maybe Byakuya never realized the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Is it the posters? I just need to focus on those things that get switched. The posters!
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
Hello?
The poster
Hi.
in the girls' locker
Hey.
room was...
I explained what you were doing. Also, I got past the part where I pointed out that the posters were switched.
Big boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
Because I know the answer to the Byakuya one, I just didn't get the chance to do it.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
It's so funny when you speed up the text and you just get all the dings and dongs.
Yes. It's amazing.
Protein coffee? While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet.
I like how this scene makes it look like Kyogo's just kind of staring at Sakura's bulging muscles. She's like, damn.
But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
Oh, she's still looking at the empty spot next to her, but... No, it's not the stain that was scrubbed away. It was moved. It was... the locker room carpet, or... Oh yeah, the boys' locker room carpet. There we go.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker
Okay, I'm
room
caught up now.
carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
I like how it's implied that either he took the thing with him, or he has like a picture that's very clear.
Does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that? Huh? Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device, but Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls'
Yes,
locker
but there was
room.
one available that...
She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, I'm not so sure about
Did
that.
have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
Oh boy.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Okay, let's hear it, Hero. Easy what? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? Come on, give me the disappearing or the handbooks. The locker room broken e-handbook to locker room posters. Alright, this is a broken handbook.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook!
No.
She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used to think I was in the main hall.
Huh? What then?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Is it really possible?
Right, so...
I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that she used the thing to... Huh?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook.
Okay.
No, it's wrong.
But that was broken? Is that what I'm supposed to point out?
Yeah.
Alright.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked us, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Whose did she use?
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
Yeah, clearly, fuck you.
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya's the one who did it. Really? I still don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to
I was
open
about-
your mouth and that's what you've got to say?
I was thinking that, Mondo. I was like, well, she finally spoke
There's
up.
no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So,
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What? What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Oh, God.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
God, he's such a man-child.
Now then,
Bear child.
show us.
Man, bear, child.
Be boring.
Man,
or
bear,
I'll
pig,
be
child.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll
Half
meet
man,
your
half bear,
lofty
pig, child.
expectations.
Yes. There's half man, bear, half pig, child. So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. It offered Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was the girls' locker room. Yup. Okay. Ooh, was I gonna be right in the end?
Girls' locker room?
You've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
I'm getting the feeling you won't like what you find.
No way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
Well then, good news!
It's not that I'm freaked out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Of course it is, Hero.
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
Guys.
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go.
Don't screw around.
Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief wail, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
God, was I fucking right about this?
Her entire body? I know you say that, but this is... What is this?
That's a dick!
What is it? Not possible. It's not possible.
I told you I'd make that reference if this was true.
Saku's eye was staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive flame trembled.
This girl is
what?
is a boy.
Haha. Yes.
Okay, so do you remember in part 0 when we were talking about the different characters and you basically called this spoiler?
I did?
You did, yeah. You're like, I don't see any boobs, Caddy. I think it's a dude, and I had to convince you otherwise. Otherwise, like, you would have basically been really confused on why everyone was saying she was a girl the entire time.
Oh my goodness.
So I kind of had to lie to you a little bit and say it was a girl so you wouldn't, because that was a big spoiler for you to know that, but you called it.
Yes! Yes!
I was really mad about it.
I'm sorry. God. Alright, but yeah. I'm happy now. I got to make my reference.
That's a dick.
That's a dick! Alright, let's carry on.
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
I just realized the really sad part about this. That means that she actually did get a girl to touch it, and I still haven't. I'm sad inside.
Oh my god.
It's really true? Chihiro was alive?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
I mean, even I was in love with her. Him.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now
But
let's
actually,
ride this
I'm less
wave
excited
of
now.
excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
Oh god.
How far in the video are we?
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial.
Yeah, you know what? Let's not, because we're about an hour in. So for now,
I think we should just end on that note.
Yeah. That's a dick! So, for now, we're gonna thank you guys all for watching. And we'll see you guys all next time when we're gonna see how this ends. Goodbye.